Hello, friends, and welcome to The Corporation, the podcast that's too fun to fail. Each episode, we speak to employees of Hogswood-Cooper Media, the global conglomerate that operates everything from movie studios to coal mines, and we celebrate the people who make HCM so successful. I'm your host, Dean Ardenfell. Let's get into it. My first guest is the Interim CEO of ShipMyBox, a revolutionary startup that was recently acquired by HCM. ShipMyBox sends monthly deliveries of fresh, ready-to-eat health food, eco-friendly clothing, and artisan condiments to over 10,000 subscribers worldwide. I'm one of them. I'm very excited about this. Please welcome to the podcast, Demelza Donado.
Hi, Dean. How are you?
I'm excellent now that you're here. Thank you so much for making some time to spend with us here.
Well, it's a real pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So you are just such a success story in the business world, and I just wanted to get you talking a little bit about how you fell into this world, and I
want to tell you, it wasn't easy.
Mm-hmm.
Being who I am, I had to work for it every step of the way.
Of course.
Starting as a young girl, I looked up at all the people who were at the top, and I thought, why can't that be me? And I looked up at my mother and my father and my maids, and I said, I'm going to be like that one day.
Like your mates?
No. I told them. I told my mates, I told my mother, I told my father.
I see.
That all those people on the TV.
Oh, the TV people
I was going to be
like them. I see. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And they said, Demelza, you can do anything you set your mind to. And I said, yes, I can. So I went out there and I started a lemonade stand. I had everyone I knew come by and buy some lemonade.
Oh, that's so cute. That's like something a lot of children do.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I had my maid make the lemonade. I don't know how to make it. I didn't at the time.
And you didn't learn.
No, I did. I know now. Basically, lemon, water, sugar, activated charcoal. Echinacea, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's an artisan lemonade.
Yeah, that's an artisan lemonade. That's one of our boxes coming out this month.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Basically, I started my business from the ground up. I showed my business acumen. I took my wares, I sold them to my schoolmates at my private school in Adelaide. And it all started from, I get teary-eyed thinking about it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And so I heard that there was so much demand for this lemonade business that you started that your maids had to keep replenishing the supply, keep bringing more.
My mother and father almost
had
had to hire more maids for me.
Well, at a certain point, the maids just become your staff, right? They become your lemonade
I guess
staff.
In a sense they became my staff.
Your first staff.
In that, they were paid, but not by me. They were paid for being my, yes.
Right.
They weren't my staff because I didn't pay them, but they did get paid by not me.
But they weren't able to. Your business was so wildly successful, they weren't able to do the maid work at the home anymore.
I suppose that's right.
So then they would just become basically your employees by proxy.
Sure.
So interesting.
Well, that's fun. That's a fun way to think about it.
I'm sorry to jump forward here, but I noticed that in your title it's Interim CEO.
CEO.
I know you've been recently acquired by HCM. So
that's right. They saw me. They saw my company. They said, that's something we want in our box.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, have at it. This is yours if you want it.
Yeah.
Pay.
I saw there were some flyers going around here, at the company that said, "Get into my box," and I had your picture on it.
Yeah. The previous CEO, they've not told me much, but from what I understand, there was some strife, some internal strife with the CEO and the direction that the box was going.
I guess what I'm really sort of confused about is that if you've been recently acquired, ShipMyBox was recently acquired by HCM.
Yes.
You're the person who founded ShipMyBox.
That's right.
So you weren't the CEO of your own company?
All right. Well,
I'm sorry to pry.
No, it's all right, Dean. Dean,
you
have an adventurous and inquisitive spirit, and I want you to cradle that.
Thank you so much. Okay, that makes me feel so much better.
I'm not telling you the answer to your question.
Okay, all right. You don't have to do that. That's fine.
There was somebody in the position before who was not me.
Yeah.
They were the CEO of something called ShipMyBox at HCM. Now, we had two competing companies, isn't that right? We had two companies of the same name.
I see.
Does that make sense to you? We had two companies of the same name. But because it was growing in Australia and here in America, they had a company called ShipMyBox, and ShipMyBox Australia was growing so large they couldn't have the two companies existing in the same planet. All right? Are we there together?
We're there together, of course.
Instead of them buying my company out, they folded me in.
I see. So the ShipMyBox you're currently interim leading is not the ShipMyBox that you
It's
started.
my ShipMyBox.
Oh, okay. I just wondering.
That is now a part of HCM.
So
the old ShipMyBox that was under the HCM umbrella is no more.
I see.
Because the old CEO of ShipMyBox got in some sort of internal strife with the other directors of something or other.
Say
and now
no more.
he's dead.
Say no more. Oh, he's dead?
I think.
You think?
I haven't seen him in years.
Okay.
He's not at the meetings.
Yes.
There's an empty chair.
I see. And this sort of makes sense that maybe two different businesses with the same name were folded together, because when
They're not folded together.
No, but
the other one does no longer exist.
I know, absorbed, whatever you want to call it. But my point is,
Dean.
the box
Dean
does have food and clothing and condiments in it.
Let's get back to the business, right?
Which seem like three disparate things that perhaps could have been separate businesses at one point that got pushed into the same...
I understand what you're saying. Yes. Okay. So originally, my ShipMyBox Australia, was just food, meals that you could prepare at home, order. The ShipMyBox America had... Can I give you a little bit of a trade secret? I don't like the clothing part of it. I don't really love the clothing part of our box, but
you don't.
I'm
not sure you should be properly on the record. Like Maybe we should have to cut this out.
It's just not. We can cut it out if you need to. But the cotton. They're these god ugly cotton shoes with these rubber soles.
I'm so embarrassed. I have to confess, because I'm wearing them right now, and I wouldn't want you to notice that later and judge me for it.
They look as good
I see what
on
you're
you
saying.
as they look on anybody else.
They're really so comfortable.
They stink like all hell.
I'm sure in the warehouse, thousands and thousands of them smell like rubber, right? Because they're made from
recycled plastic. But the food, to get
I
back
love
to
it.
that,
last month I got dehydrated.
I
got dehydrated duck. I got these shoes, and I got horseradish mustard. It was just such a delight.
Making fun of my accent?
No, not at all.
Okay,
no, of course.
Dean.
You know, sometimes like when
I thought you were pulling my chain or something.
No, never do that. You know, when Madonna came back from England and she had an English accent, that's what's happening. I'm so impressed with you that some of it's starting to rub off. Maybe.
Well,
is it true that the last company, like you were in upper management at, you terminated a whole department on one single day because of a snafu at the microwave?
That's right. Yes. Well, there was okay. As you've probably gathered, I have a powerful nose. I don't like the smells of bad things. I don't like things that smell bad.
Yes. I'm going to take my shoes off and put them in the corner. I'm so sorry.
No, don't. No, keep them on, because the smell that you take them off will be far worse.
Okay.
I don't want to know what's being trapped in there.
I'm so sorry. I can't win. They smell like rubber. Off, they smell like my feet. I'm so sorry. Do you just let me know what I can do? So basically, just put my shirt over them.
One of our testing departments was toying around with a microwavable, deliverable, impossible, basically like a vegan burger. So we're putting various ingredients in a patty, and they put it in the microwave. They turned it on, and you can't put hemp seeds in the microwave for too long, or else it smells absolutely horrendous. Sure. And I smelled it from my office. I went on a tirade. I followed my nose, much like a cartoon, except bad. And bad smell. I fired everyone in the room and on the floor.
Wow. That's such an inspiring story, because it really shows your passion for your work.
I want everything to be perfect.
Right. And you would expect no less.
I would expect no less from myself. If I made such a mistake, I would walk right out the door.
Right. And have you ever done that before? Have you made a mistake and then...
I've never made a mistake. I make opportunities. Right? See, that's how we think about it. We reframe... different. We have to reframe the way we look at ourselves, because in the world of business, you can't give up at every single misstep. You fire a group of people and you keep going.
Right. You can't get hung up on every little life you've destroyed.
Yeah.
Right. One more question before we bring in our second guest here. I just want to ask about the dressage horse piece of your life. I know you own a dressage horse.
Yes, Pia.
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 Pia. Pia. Oh, I see. I thought...
Pia, like Pia Zadora.
Oh, okay. And what is that? Where did you get that name from?
Pia Zadora.
Oh, the name Pia.
No, her name is Pia.
Yeah.
Like the actress Pia Zadora.
Oh, Pia Zadora. Okay, great.
Well, how are you saying? Do you think that's one word?
Pia.
No?
Yes.
Pia
Zadora. Pia Zadora.
Zadora.
Is it Italian? Is it an Italian name?
I think her name's Italian, yes.
Pia Zadora.
Pia Zadora. It's a name. It's a person's first and last name.
First and last.
Yes. I took the first name, Pia, because I like that name.
I just thought that was a nickname for Pia Zadora. Like one word. Okay.
No. Are we together now? Are we on the same page?
We are having a hard time getting on the same page, but I'm there.
I'm
with you
squarely
now.
on my own
it's
page.
It's just my own ignorance.
I'm waiting for you to get
sorry.
there.
I know you appreciate my natural curiosity, but you'll just have to be patient with my also natural ignorance of things. It's just how I am.
Right.
And I'm just trying to understand the trappings of success. This dressage thing and names like Pia Zadora are new to me.
It's not Pia. Pia.
I'm so sorry. I know that you expect nothing less than perfection, and if you would like me to walk out the store right now, I'd be happy to do it.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be mad.
But maybe we could talk about Pia,
my horse, Pia Zadora?
Yeah.
Oh, the apple of my eye. Since I was a young girl, I always loved horses.
Oh, well.
I had two
going
passions
all the way back
in
again.
life.
Yeah, all the way back again. Mm-hmm. Great.
My business, my lemonade.
Yeah.
And my love for horses. And I said to my mum, I said to my dad, and I said to my maids, and I said to my stable boy, I said, one of these days I'm going to own my own horse. And I did. And now I do.
Wow. And how much longer after you said that was the day when you got your first
Pretty quickly.
horse?
So yes, I did own my horse almost immediately after I told my stable boy that. He gave me his.
You had a stable boy at that point when you said you wanted a horse?
I told my mother, I told my father, and I told my stable boy.
Oh, your stable boy.
Yes. One of these days I'm going to own a horse. And I guess my stable boy saw that as a threat, and he immediately gave me his and ran, and I never saw him again.
Wow. Why was your stable boy at your house if you didn't have a horse? Why did you have a stable boy at
My parents had horses.
Your parents, okay.
I didn't have one of my own.
I'm so sorry for the ignorance again. I want to be clear. A stable boy was around your house when you were young because there were horses.
Because there were
house.
horses, but none of them were specifically mine.
No, I see. So you just said I want one, and then the stable boy
gave me his,
and
he ran,
and you never saw him again.
I never saw him again. No.
Wow, and that's how you got into dressage.
That's how I got into dressage.
Great, that's great. Well, we're going to move on to our second guest here, and feel free to chime right in.
Great.
We're gonna move on here. Our next guest grew up in an Oklahoma trailer home that was destroyed by 3 different tornadoes.
At the same time?
I think separately. And is a junior online editor right now at HCM News, the most trusted name in network news for Americans over 67 years old. So she's also, I'm told, an avid enthusiast of competitive stone skipping. Please welcome Belinda Joy Funch.
Hi, it's so great to be here. I can't believe I'd be recognized as part of the company.
I love your energy. I love that you're excited to be here.
Yeah.
Belinda, pleasure. I'm Demelza.
Hi, Belinda Joy, please.
Belinda Joy.
Thank you.
Apologies.
Yes, this is
I know.
Demelza Donado.
I know Demelza.
I was afraid that my Australian accent would come out again and I would embarrass myself again. So,
Belinda, do you mind doing me a favor? Can you say the name of the actress, Pia Zadora?
Pia Zadora.
It's not hard.
It's 2 words.
Yes.
I see now. It's 2 words.
Okay. We can move on. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sure. So your job, this is so interesting, is you get to comment on behalf of HCM News on all the online portals, basically.
Oh, yes. I mean, mostly just Facebook. A lot of our viewers, that's where they like to be. So that's where I am most of the time, just putting out positivity, making sure that everyone knows the information that needs to be known.
I've scrolled through a little bit of the HCM News Facebook page, and it seems like there are a lot of comments. A lot of people want to call into question facts and things like that. How do you know what to say?
Well, you just go with how they're feeling. If they feel the fact should be a certain way, everyone's opinions are valid, and we just want everyone to be happy and to be a part of our family, viewers and news people alike.
I see. Are there any subjects that you're not supposed to comment on, or that they tell you not to respond to?
No, everything we respond to, we make sure that everyone feels heard and happy. Everyone's right.
So, but am I understanding this correctly? Your job, you are obligated in your job to actually respond to literally every comment on the page?
Oh, yes. We just want to make sure that everyone knows that we're listening and that they are a valued part of the news stories that we make.
So even when, like,
That's
for
exactly
instance,
right.
I see 3 comments in a row. It looks like maybe someone accidentally triple posted here, get f***ed, like just something like that. How would you approach something like that? Because there's nothing really specific in...
Oh, I feel that it's very specific. That is how someone is feeling, and we need to address each one. Even if you might
all 3 of them. You would comment on all 3.
Even if you might think that those were accidental 3 posts of the same thing, that person took the time to write that to us, and we need to make sure that we respond to each one individually the way that it's meant to be.
That's right. HCM cares. That's basically what we're trying to get out there.
Yeah.
And I know that you know that, Dean.
Of course I do that. I wouldn't be here unless I did. I care about the company, and I'm so excited to learn a little more about each corner of the.
That's so great to hear. Can I quote you on that? I can't write stories yet, but maybe one day.
Maybe one day you'll actually work your way up to. I've actually been told that your position is the only one in the newsroom with no potential for upward mobility.
Yes, that's what they said when I was hired. But you know what? Positive thoughts. Keep spinning that positive narrative.
That's right, Belinda. Positivity, Belinda Joy. Keep looking upwards.
Oh, it's Belinda Joy,
two
2 words. Belinda Joy is 2 words, not one.
It's one name.
It's one name, but 2 words.
I have 2 first names.
Belinda Joy.
Thank you.
Names.
Belinda Joy.
Belinda Joy. It's not Belinda Joy. It's not like one.
I see. Okay.
There's no
Gotcha.
space in between them.
So sorry. I'm so sorry to be screwing this up. Well, that's exciting. So you're just keeping your headspace positive.
Keeping it just is, because that's what the news is. Putting out that positive feeling, making sure that everyone is happy. Because news in this world is all good.
It sure is, especially when we get it from HCM News. I know that you've had some maybe less exciting jobs in the past. What are some of the things you've done in the past that maybe weren't as exciting as this job? Because it feels like
I did work at an all-night diner on the 3rd shift.
Wow. We
didn't get any traffic. It was just me alone for a whole 12-hour shift every night.
Wow. Have you ever had anything like that?
Like looking at me, Demelza Donado.
Yes.
Have I ever worked overnight? Yes.
Just something, manual labor overnight like that, where you're in contact with, people working hard overnight.
I work hard every day.
Of course you do. Yes.
You are one of the hardest workers that I've ever read about and seen stories about you. Oh, it's so impressive, Mr. Donato.
Now, what I'm about to say is not literal. Okay, I don't want it to be confused. I put my blood, sweat and tears into all of the food in the box.
Right.
Now, that's not a literal thing I just said. It's a metaphor. I don't actually put my blood, sweat or tears in
I won't quote you literally out of context or anything
clothing,
like that.
food and condiments in the box. It just means that I work hard every day. And you can see the product of my work in each box.
We can see the blood, sweat and tears inside of the box.
But not literally. I want that to be clear.
No, I know. I understand. It's metaphorical.
Right.
Just
the turn of phrase.
So it's food, condiments, food, clothing.
Right.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
But not. But I shouldn't have said it. It's a phrase.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. I understand. Totally. We understand this, right? Especially working for a news organization like you do, Belinda Joy.
That is a well-known phrase. I don't think it would be taken in any other context except for a well-known phrase.
They would never take anything out of context at that news station.
No, of course not.
No.
That's
great.
right.
I'm glad we're all on the same page. Are we all together now?
Yes.
We're all together now.
We've been on our pages.
Yes.
We've been waiting for you,
on our
Dean.
pages?
We've been waiting for you. We've been on our pages.
Okay, great.
Oh, I'm so happy to be on the same page as you.
Tell me about your competitive stone skipping hobby.
Yes, I was interested in that.
I would like to say that I have been doing this since I was a young child, but sadly I didn't get into it until I was much older. So I started 2 years ago. But you know what? Perseverance. Once again, that blood, sweat, and tears. Oh, such a lovely phrase that you used.
But you use it literally.
Oh yes. I have hurt myself on many a rock.
So you've actually put blood into this sport.
Well, because it's
a blood sport.
you have to look for those rocks. They have to be perfectly.
They don't
flat
provide
and round.
the rocks. You've got to find them yourself.
Oh, that is the challenging part.
Challenge. Interesting.
Now I'm seeing in my notes that you've tried other objects that maybe weren't as successful as the flat rocks.
Yes, there is an open competition that is not the rocks that we know. It can be anything that you feel that you can throw, and I've tried many a different object. Pine cones were the worst.
Okay, pine cones.
Should have known that, but I really thought if I put that good intention behind it, that it would just sail like my dreams.
Sometimes, and this reminds me of something, Belinda Joy, sometimes you put all of your positivity into something and it doesn't work out. But what I like about you is you've tried something different. You did it, it didn't work, you went and you tried something else.
Oh, but it did work.
The pine cone?
Oh, no. Trying new things.
Right,
no matter what happens, it works out.
Wow.
Right.
It's just
you keep
relentless.
trying.
Your
you keep
positivity
throwing
is-
things into a pond. And that's what I like about you.
Sure. It seems like some people might think from the outside that maybe your life isn't like there's a lot of room for improvement, let's say.
I see a lot of potential in you,
Exciting.
Belinda Joy, but sometimes potential is best served exactly where it is.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much for saying that.
No, exactly.
So you're saying someone has potential, but they should be right where they are. That's not.
I think it's a beautiful thing.
That's just stasis.
Sometimes we stay there, we throw things into a lake, the things sink to the bottom, and we do it all over again.
Right. That's sort of what it's feeling like right now. So let me ask you this: what's the most amount of times you've skipped anything across a pond or a lake or body of water?
Once. It's very great.
Once.
Yes. And do you
Now,
know?
is that a skip and then a fall into the water, or is that just
when it hits the lake, it is
It hits and it sinks
considered a
immediately.
skip.
Okay.
So it's great. And then fun fact, I actually increased the water table of that lake by a whole 0.1 centimeters with how much stuff I
That's 1
skipped
millimeter.
into that. Yep.
That's 1 millimeter. Wow.
Wow? Wow, you've thrown a lot of objects into that body of water.
Yes.
That's great, Belinda Joy.
Thank you.
You're
That's how you
making
get
a
better.
difference. You're making a
And not
difference.
one time has one of those objects ever skipped twice. And
It skipped.
It
skipped.
Each of them skipped. She is making a difference.
So realistically, I have skipped things thousands, maybe even at this point, millions of times.
wow, it's so incredible that you continue to do that.
And each of those times, she's contributed
Each of those
to the
times.
growth of that lake, just like you're contributing to the growth of HCM.
Exactly.
Well, there's not more water in the lake just because she put things in the bottom of it, though. It's the same amount
But
of
the
water.
lake has grown.
It's gotten the water table has
gotten
risen,
bigger.
but it's the same amount of.
It's gotten wider, maybe.
And
taller.
that was due to me
That was
and
due
all
to
of
you,
my
Belinda Joy.
perseverance. Yep.
It's as exciting, and
None of you touched the food in front of you.
No, we have not.
I didn't know that was for me.
That's for everyone. Yes, enjoy it.
Thank you so much. What is this?
It's an olive tapenade with reishi, ashwagandha,
Wow.
and there's some brie crackers there.
I
Crackers
feel
with
like
some brie.
I'm
That
not.
sounds so lovely, but I do have a rule that if I can't pronounce it, I can't eat it. So
That's fun. That's fun.
Now, I noticed that some of your staff seems to be waiting outside the studio for you, and they look a little angry.
Why would that?
I want to make sure I'm not keeping you. I'm not making people mad who need your input. Is there some reason?
Look,
perhaps,
I'm in high demand.
yeah. And
Everyone wants my ear all the time, but you have to make time. You've got to make time. Now, I don't know why they would be mad at me. I don't really see maybe anger on their faces. Maybe I'm reading it differently.
No.
They're shaking a bit, but that might be excitement. They tend to blend excitement and panic together.
Yeah, they do look a little fearful to me.
I think I read somewhere in a pamphlet or something that the Chinese character for panic and excitement are the same.
Interesting.
that is factual.
Wow. Fact checked right here on the show.
Yes.
Demelza, are you planning on letting anyone go today?
Well,
Because
I
if
guess
you-
this will come out after today, I take it.
After today.
Then yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And is this being? Can people outside hear this?
Yeah, there's a monitor out there.
Well,
yeah.
all right. Then yes.
Okay. So those people who are looking fearful through the glass.
Now they just discovered. Yeah.
Yeah, some of them. Okay, some of them are.
I'm so excited to be around breaking news.
Oh, it's a big day for you, Belinda Joy.
This is.
Yes.
This is exciting, and I'm just so blessed to have both of you here. I'm just so excited, and I've really appreciated both of you being here. It's been really enlightening for me, and it's such an exciting thing to bring two people together from totally different parts of the company to have a sort of meeting of the minds here. So thank you for your time. I'm going to put my shoes back on now, if that's all right.
Well, I'll leave.
Well, that's all the time we have for today on The Corporation. I want to thank my guests for speaking with me and our listeners for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review, and email me at deanardenfell@hotmail.com. And as they say at HCM, we're interested in you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
The Corporation is a presentation of Unicow Media. This episode was recorded at the studios of Vermont Comedy Club. Dean Ardenfell was played by Nathan Hartswick. Demelza Donado was played by Aaron Paulsen, and Belinda Joy Funch was played by Rachael Sherman. Listen to new episodes of The Corporation every Tuesday on iTunes and Spotify. For more information about shows, classes, and other great stuff, visit vtcomedy.com.
Yeah!